Hi, I'm Nathan Simcoe. I'm providing a weather update on the winter storm that's going to be impacting the region of central Illinois, central and southern Indiana, northern Missouri, and even far as south as southern Iowa, near the Missouri border. Um, Today was a kind of a crazy day for meteorologists. A lot of things happened with weather models, especially the European, but some weather headlines for you. Winter storm aims across central Illinois, central Indiana, and central, even into Ohio, even into eastern Kansas. Heavy snow and hazardous travel, definitely likely, and a potent cold burst for the near future. And really, the whole frenzy happened because of this weather model, the European. And here's basically the blend yesterday. You can kind of see the line, but the 10 to 14 inches was what the blend was showing across much of central Illinois. And really, there was models that suggested much more than this, but a quick cutoff. And we still think there is going to be a quick cutoff, but um, things have definitely changed, and there was a big, if you follow on Twitter, a big sort of panic among meteorologists. But here's the American model. Let's calm down. We weren't in a panic today at all. Heavy to significant snow is still forecasted by the American model across central Illinois, northern Missouri, into central and even southern Ohio, central Indiana, and southern Ohio. But look at the European. It's much lighter and it's a lot further south. The low's much weaker for whatever reason that may be. It's kind of the outlier model. It had been the sort of model that was the most consistent. Now it's the outlier. We've actually lost confidence, a lot of meteorologists had, than they did even 24 hours ago. But looking at the high res model here, notice the timeline. This is just hot off the press. So 1 a.m. on Sunday, snow starting to work into central Illinois. You can see that sleet back near I-70, but you kind of see the heavy snow still working in. And then notice there at 6 p.m., it starts to lighten up, maybe turn to sleet. That's the high-res model pushing it a lot further north than the Euro. But these are both hot off the press. Here's the NAM model just released. See, watch that heavy snow starting in at the same time. But look at that sleet line getting almost near 72. Starts to lighten up. But notice the deformation band. That's something the European model doesn't have. That's heavy snow to the northwest of the where the low tracks east. But here's the national blend of models. This is also just released. It actually is higher than it was this time yesterday, or about the same. Springfield, 10 inches of snow. This is pretty much a conservative forecast usually. But notice where the heavy snow, it's right along I-72 southward, but definitely I-74 southward, and then kind of I-70 near St. Louis points northbound. But that's the blend of models the National Weather Service uses. That's kind of the most reliable model. So something to definitely take into note. And these were trending a little lower today, but now they're back up. And that's why yesterday the National Weather Service issued a winter storm watch. And by the way, today it would have been upgraded to a winter storm warning if it wasn't for all the panic. But I do believe that by 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. this morning, this will be upgraded south of I-74 to a winter storm warning. And here's why. Because south of there, this is our bottom line forecast. 6 or more inches of snow is basically all but certain. Tomorrow we actually are going to, this is the first map we've released. We like to do a map 24 hours out. And so here's kind of our first stab at like bottom line snowfall. 6 or more inches of snow, basically south of I-74. Maybe 3 inches, but I think it's a sharp cutoff when you start to get north of 74 up near Bloomington, Peoria, Canton, Macomb, points northbound to Pontiac. And then really north of the Pontiac to the south suburbs, nothing. I mean, really. But the heaviest snow right now seems to be that I-74 southward. But I wouldn't be surprised if I-72 got the most out of this, but I-70 to I-72 for sure. And then here's kind of what's uncertain still, where the heaviest snow sets up and how much that is. The timing, still a little question there. By a couple hours, we should be able to sort of get that sharpened up by tomorrow. And then when a possible lull or change to sleet, we also got to watch the severe weather in the south that could steal some moisture from us. And that's something those are things we'll all take into account tomorrow. We'll do another update tomorrow night, and we'll keep you posted.